Gary Chambers. I'm a resident of District 5. I oppose this. I served on the board for the North Baton Rouge Economic Development District for 10 years. The voters of North Baton Rouge created an economic development district for themselves over 10 years ago. Downtown has the Downtown Development District. The Downtown Development District has expanded its footprint and increased their revenue over those 20 years that it's been in existence. They're not creating a bunch of new districts in downtown. What I think is happening in North Baton Rouge is politicians want their own little thing that they can go to the community and say, I did this, and there's no continuity and there's no collaboration. And as a result, our community suffers in a deficit. The Economic Development District that the voters approved over 10 years ago gets $200,000 a year to cover all of North Baton Rouge. So if this council is serious about really doing the work for North Baton Rouge, you're gonna scrap this, take the resources of a 2% tax on that area, give the Economic Development District the resources, and put a competent board on the Economic Development District. I was kicked off that board by Senator Barrow 3 times by legislation. 3 times. When I got kicked off, several other prominent members of this community were put off that board. Politics prevents us from being able to get the things done in North Baton Rouge that need to get done. We don't work together. It's not collaboration. We don't have somebody with a bunch of millions of dollars that are running to say they're going to put this money there. So we need to have a comprehensive plan with one group of people that can pull everybody in the same direction, like we did in downtown. Downtown had no hotels. Downtown had no investment. The DDD, over 20 years of consistent investment, consistent budgets, consistent support, has brought hotels into downtown, has brought investment into downtown. The problem with downtown is that we don't invest in every other part of the parish, so people have a stigma about downtown. And in a majority black parish, y'all don't want black folks downtown for real, if we tell the truth. So I don't think that it's a bad idea to attempt to do something for North Baton Rouge. But all of these piecemeal projects is why we continue to lose. I have lived in this community my entire life. And I am telling you that the representatives that we have, giving them another little tower to be able to go out and say, I did this, and then the community is still suffering, is a failure to the voters who approved an economic development district 10 years ago. The voters gave us something. So if this council wants to do something that really strengthens North Baton Rouge, get in a room, get the politics out of the way, give us a competent board for the Economic Development District, and then you will see motion in North Baton Rouge. Until then, it's pomp and circumstance and BS.
Mr. Chambers just came back in. If you could come up real quick, because I don't hate, they know I like to use all my time, but quick synopsis of where is, quick boundaries, what do you consider North Baton Rouge Economic Development District?
I would say that April Hawthorne was in here. She knows the exact boundaries, the current executive director, if April's still in. But Florida Boulevard, downtown, the Downtown Development District border, Florida Boulevard down to close to your district, up into Brownsfield.
Sherwood, Thruway?
Yes, sir. Up until Brownsfield. When you get to Brownsfield, which is right past the airport.
Okay.
So all of those folks who live in Brownsfield,
Yep.
those are North Baton Rouge residents. All of those folks who live in Skylandville,
Up Scenic
Sherwood
Highway?
Forest, all the way to downtown east.
Scenic Highway?
Yes, sir. That footprint is covered by the Economic Development District for North Baton Rouge, and they get $200,000 a year
Okay, you get $200,000 a year based on how?
from a hotel motel tax.
Hotel motel tax only.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
From all of the
Thank you.
hotel motels in the district.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna state this for the record. I kind of agree with Mr. Chambers on some of these things. We have a North Baton Rouge economic development, and for this whole time being on this council, I've heard about North Baton Rouge economic development, the North Baton Rouge economic development, including them in this, including them in that, putting them in here, adding them in here, and so on. And they try and be a voice in just about everything. On the airport commission, they speak at some events and all. So why would we not take some of these same ideas and focus on all of North Baton Rouge? Look, I didn't serve on the council 20 years ago. I didn't serve on the council 30 years ago, 10 years ago. I came on right at 6 years ago. I'm not going to speak for what everybody gave up on North Baton Rouge and so on. I remember going to Woolco as a kid at Plankin Airlines. I remember going to those areas and stuff. So I know what North Baton Rouge can be. But that's North Baton Rouge, all of North Baton Rouge. And I think as a parish, especially with everything that's going on now, that's what the focus needs to be, is all of North Baton Rouge and the unincorporated areas, while focusing on our incorporated areas and our municipalities. We can do both, but let's imagine what we could do, or what the board could do under the council's guidance and things like that, if that 2-cent tax for all those businesses in the North Baton Rouge economic development got that, other than just a hotel motel tax. Then you're focusing on the whole area. You're cleaning, you're encouraging all of North Baton Rouge coming across the old bridge, new bridge, up, all that area. So that's just one thing as far as my thoughts on EDDs. We have something in place already. We've already had a Plank Road initiative, whether it's a Plank Road initiative or a Plank Road EDD. What was that? 10 years ago, if somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. From what I understand, there was an EDD created already. I don't know if they never instituted any sales tax or anything like that.